an area that I want to encourage you to go and speak your Somali language for the Somali people to come and venture in is to come and establish another Isli here. We shall assist them to do business in clothing.
صاحبيال صباح وناكسن مالي وناكسن a new day for season 3 صاحبيال muuqaalka waxaan ka imaanayaa magaalada Abidjan ee caasimadda dalka Ivory Coast maanta waxaan rabnaa inaan sameeyno dhowr shay waxaynu raadsanaynaa oo aan doonaynaa صاحبيال viisaha wadanka Guinea Conakry waxaan rabaa oo kale inaan soo marno safaaradda dalka Kenya meeshan waxay ku leedahay safaarad ayay ku leedahay wadankan magaaladan safaaradda ayaan rabnaa inaan qabano from here Guinea Conakry viisaheeda visa netaanu malaya laakiin safaarada caadina xog waxa lagu dhaaf internetka in laga qaadan karayo Guinea Conakry Guinea Bissau waa visa free Senegal waa visa free Gambia waa visa free Mauritania iyo Morocco saddexda wadan ayaa maartay visa u baahanahay waliba ay ugu daran tahay wadanka Morocco oo runtii wadamada Afrika visa in la helo ay aad iyo aad ka mid tahay wadamada ugu adag marka waxaan isku dayeynaa safaarada laftigeeda inay naga caawin karto aan malaya waxay ka mid tahay resource-yada yar ee aan haysanayaan ka faa'iideysan kareen waxaynu ka hormaraynaa safaaradda Guinea Conakry inta Kenya aan aadin Guinea Conakry xog fiican meeshan lagu dhaafayaa ana kuwa baa lagu dhahan niyo meesha visa ka soo qaadan kartaa probably it's only place in garanaysa potentially visa aan keeni karayno just going to have a look safaaradda ereydani ku taalna Guinea Conakry around here. Yep, here. Sécurité. C'est bon. صاحبي waxa la meeshan visa is only by online website bablisasiyo la ilaahay saaxiibka ka apply garay marka Guinea Conakry waxay noqotay online $80 way qiimaha marka waxay noqonaysaa in online aan ku apply garayno هادو إلى عيد مو سوقينه عرفنا official rate كذا ما أغان Guinea Conakry ووضن السكا على حال كيسة ما ركت أوسن أغانت إني نو أتكين دوران إني كلا we're gonna see it إنك waxaan qabanaynaa safaaradda dalka Kenya halkan ku leedahay waxaan haystaa contacti gabar oo halkan ka shaqeyso gabar goobtan ka shaqeyso oo yar ma garanaysaa isagana safaaradaha kale ka shaqeyn jiray inuu contactigiisa isiiyay baan la xiriiray marka safaaradda Kenya aan qabanaynaa haddaan aragta safiirka la kulmi karaynana well and good waxaan uga baahanahay saan idiin sheegaba haddii nagala caawin karo helitaanka viisaha dalka Morocco 1 2 iyo baasaboorka iga buuxsamaya dhowr page ay soo haray haddii uu jiro wax la yiraahdo immigration service booliis halka taagan immigration attaché ama immigration service haddii jirana inaan maaragtay aan isku daynana baasaboor soo qaadan karayna insha allah Kenya, East Africa. Calankii East Africa ahaa. Bonjour, how are you? Kenyan embassy? Yeah, I wanna come inside. So I'll just do my introduction in the vernacular language.
Yeah. Oh, in your language?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
You know, one thing I liked about Kenya, I as well traveled to Bomet and Baringo County. I went to the Lake Baringo, the people there, you know. So it gave me a kind of an image that Kenya is indeed a very diverse country.
Very.
Yeah. All right, saaxiibayaal, waxaan ku sugannahay safaaradda dalka Kenya, magaalada Abidjan, dalka Ivory Coast, ambassador Balozi and Professor Christopher Andrew Lagat waxa weeyaan safiirka u fadhiyo dalka Kenya wadankan Ivory Coast. Balozi, asante sana kwa kunikaribisha. Thank you very much. So
yeah, welcome to welcome to Abidjan.
Thank
the
you.
Embassy of Kenya in Abidjan. Welcome, Abdullahi.
Thank you.
We are happy that you are here, and you are highly welcome. How do you find Ivory Coast?
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
Yeah, for me, traveling in West Africa, I think this is the best country.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Welcome, and this is your home.
Thank you.
The Kenya Embassy was established here 2 years ago. A team from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs was sent here to establish this particular embassy, July 2024. And I was appointed by the President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, and posted here by September 2024. That is when I reported and handed to the President of this country, His Excellency Alassane Ouattara, my credence. And we were accepted. Up to today, the Kenya Embassy in Abidjan is progressing very well.
Okay, I wanted to ask you, Mr. Ambassador, you know, the way I just introduced myself here now, I speak Somali language, which is just like any other African tribe living in the Horn of Africa. So I would like to ask you a few questions regarding the Kenyan presence in West Africa, and probably the benefits we can have as East Africans and West Africans.
Yeah.
So my first question goes like this. Many Kenyans, including the Kenyan Somalis, travel across Africa looking for opportunities, business and trade. So what message do you have in regarding to the opportunities in West Africa?
Yeah, well, first I want to tell you this is a country of opportunity. There are so many Kenyans because this is a country that is hosting two very important institutions. One is African Development Bank, where one of the vice presidents of African Development Bank, Dr. Kariuki, is a Kenyan. Okay. Most of the around 5 people are in the very senior most position in African Development Bank, and it is so far, it has around 124 employees who have got Kenyan origin.
Okay.
So that is one. And number two is African Rice. This is the country that hosts a very important institution in research on the growing of rice. It is called African Rice in Bouake. This is a very important institution that does extensive research on modern farming technologies about rice. And recently, they started what we call upland farming, whereby we no longer require irrigation and a lot of water to grow rice. They have come up with a very important breed that rice can be grown like any other cereals where rain is available, in line with maize. Where maize can do, the upland rice farming can do. Where wheat can do, the upland rice farming can do. So that is another opportunity. And in African rice, we have got Kenyans employed there. Among them, we have got the chief finance officer and who is a Kenyan. 2 people are working in finance and a senior researcher. So this is a very important country. And on matters business, there are a lot of opportunities. Remember, this is a country, and this embassy is also accredited to African Development Bank. And soon we are getting, already we've received proposal that this country also is going to be accredited to Liberia because it is near and they don't have an ambassador. Another countries, Guinea, Conakry, and Sierra Leone, and Burkina Faso, of course. So you see, we also have an embassy in Ghana and Nigeria and Senegal.
Yeah.
We traditionally, Kenya did not have embassies in former French colonies. We used to have only in Nigeria, and then finally Ghana. But of late, this is among the first Kenyan embassies in French territory.
Okay.
And that is why during French African Forward Summit in May 12th, you saw most of the presidents from former colonies of West Africa, beginning with the president of this country was in Kenya. And we managed to strike a lot of deals on matters business. So far, I want to tell you, we have got business people from Kenya in the area of mining. They are Kenyans, expatriates in mining, who are doing here. We have got Kenyans in the area of container making. Yeah, I have met some in the capital city of this is the commercial and diplomatic city. Okay. But we have got the political.
The capital, Yamoussoukro.
Yamoussoukro.
Okay.
There are many Kenyans. I've found there are 7 Kenyans who are in the field of making containers, which are being put in places as makeshift shops. Oh, okay. And the Kenyans are doing very well there. Yeah. Another one is most of the Kenyans are in this country teaching English. I want to encourage teachers who did French and English in high school and in teacher training colleges that there are a lot of opportunities in this country because they are now venturing into approaching the global perspective in business. Okay. And you know, language is an instrument
Yeah, exactly.
of reaching many clients, many business, and so forth. So there are so many Kenyans, again, in this country, or on the education sector, teaching English and sciences. Another one is on religious matters. This is a country whereby around 70%, 60 to 70% Muslims, with very big, I've learned that they have got very big Islamic universities.
Yeah.
So I would also recommend that Somalis who are Muslims have got an opportunity in this country to come and venture on Islamic education. An area that I want to encourage you to go and speak your Somali language, for the Somali people to come and venture in, is to come and establish another Isli here. We shall assist them to do business in clothing. Another one is we need Kenyans to come and establish hotels. You see, many a times when we have got functions, it becomes so difficult because we don't have Kenyans who are providing
the services,
food services.
Food services, yeah.
And Kenyans would like to eat kideri. Okay. Kenyans would like to eat rice cooked the Kenyans, the Somali way.
Yeah.
Kenyans would like to eat nyama choma.
The ugali.
So there was once a lady here who became a hot cake. Okay. She had started what we call a
kiosk.
No, it was external deliveries, and when there are sherees, they could come, external services. She did so well, but she got an opportunity to work in South Africa, and she's working there. Otherwise, there are a lot of vacuum. We need Kenya people to open an hotel
in Ivory Coast.
In Ivory Coast.
Okay, thank you, Balozi. The other question I have is, we are talking about the African integration. And in terms of African integration, do you believe Africa is becoming more easier to travel across, or do visas and border restrictions still slow down integration?
I want to state very clearly that when His Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya declared Kenya Africa visa-free, people took it as a joke. They did not take him seriously. In fact, every country is praising Kenya for that. Because currently, for example, there are so many business people going from West Africa here to Kenya. In the month of February, my secretary attaché here was approached by people from this country who were ready to go to Kenya and establish business on real estate. This is a country with very expensive houses. Rent in this country is so expensive. And even to sell a house in this country is so expensive. So these people, maybe through internet, websites, so forth, they discovered that housing in Kenya is a greener opportunity. So they came here, and because they were thinking that visa is a problem to Kenya, we just told them, get to the airport in Kenya, and then the only thing that we should be struggling is to find out through your social media services where you can get an Airbnb to go and stay and move around Kenya
the way you like,
and the way you want, and provide that you are not a criminal, you are sure of staying in Kenya, start your businesses, and move on. Those people have already started. They have established their house, they have purchased a house that they are staying on as they begin real estate business. So I would like to encourage all the other countries in Africa to embrace and copy what Kenya did to enable, after all of us was one country before
exactly.
the
One
Berlin
continent.
Conference,
Yeah.
which divided us into very small countries.
Exactly.
We were one.
Yeah.
And if by then,
freely the way we
West
wanted.
Africa were not enemies of East Africa,
Yeah, exactly.
people travel. You can imagine somebody, I was listening to a documentary yesterday night about Dr. David Livingstone, who started from West Africa, South Africa, with all the challenges. Travel, all the malaria by that time. Thank God he was a medical doctor, losing some of his family members. He traveled up to West Africa. From West Africa, and there were no vehicles. At times, you were using a horse.
Actually. Yeah.
And
Horses and
oxen
walking sometimes, yeah.
and an ox, imagine.
Yeah.
And then he finally traveled to Kenya as he was exiting back to America. I was so much challenged that he would not have discovered these rivers, spread Christianity to West Africa, South Africa, if there was an issue of visa.
The Victoria.
Yeah, the Victoria Falls. Yeah. He went and named, I don't know if it's Zambezi River, Victoria Falls. So you see, when I read that one and realized that suppose our countries had restrictions, Christianity would not have reached West Africa.
There's no way.
Yeah, medical services would not have reached because he was, his mission was total healing. Healing you physically and spiritually. So he established hospitals and he established churches. So you can see, because of that goodness, I could even remember he got translators from one community to another, not from one country now. When he arrived, a community would take him to a certain boundary marked by another community, and he would be introduced diplomatically to a leader in that community who will assist him to take him around to another community, like that.
Again, and that's how we used to be.
So when these people came and divided us, why should we embrace that? So Kenya did something very important, and I want to say that it should be easier even currently to detect criminals because of technology. So it should not be a worry. When you get to a country, it will not take you a month if you're a criminal to be found. Exactly. Internet, social media, technology is there. You will. It's not an issue that movement should be so restricted. So Kenya did very well. We are working in a relationship with this country, and we have talked with ambassadors from the regions we are representing that we should continue pushing the countries that we are representing to allow visa-free. This country already, the president from this country made a president in Kenya, and that was one of the agenda that is in the pipeline, that this country and Kenya will exchange visa-free services.
Okay.